The old abandoned mansion stood like a sentinel on the outskirts of the small town of Elmridge, shrouded in an eerie mist that seemed to cling to its decaying walls. Locals whispered about the mansion's dark history, an enigmatic tale that had been passed down through generations. As the full moon cast an ominous glow on the mansion, a chill ran down the spine of anyone who dared to venture near it. Elmridge, once a thriving community, had fallen under the shadow of the mansion's haunting presence. The townsfolk spoke of strange sounds that echoed from within its walls, whispers that twisted and turned like the fingers of a ghostly hand, and footsteps that creaked and shuffled even when no living soul was around. Despite the town's collective fear, curiosity clawed at the edges of their minds, urging them to unravel the mansion's secrets. One fateful evening, a group of 5 intrepid individuals, journalists and paranormal investigators, arrived in Elmridge. Armed with equipment and skepticism, they aimed to uncover the truth behind the mansion's eerie reputation. Their plan was to spend a night in the mansion, documenting any signs of the supernatural. As they approached the mansion, a sudden gust of wind sent shivers through their spines. The mansion's windows rattled as though they were crying out in warning, and flickered across their faces, but the allure of unraveling the mystery was too strong to ignore. With flashlights in hand and bravado masking their unease, they stepped through the front door. As they prepared to leave, the door to the basement slammed shut with a deafening crash. Panic surged through the group as they scrambled to open it, their fingers trembling. But the door remained resolute, as though held shut by unseen hands. In the suffocating darkness, their breaths quickened, and the mansion seemed to come alive with an otherworldly presence. The investigators pounded on the door, their shouts echoing through the mansion. In the distance, the chilling laughter of a child rang out, piercing through the heavy silence. Time seemed to stretch, and the mansion's grip tightened, its secrets unraveling around them. And so, the night wore on, with the investigators trapped in the mansion's grasp, facing a horror beyond their comprehension. As dawn's light began to creep through the windows, the mansion released its hold, leaving behind a town forever scarred by the events of that night, a night when the line between the living and the dead had blurred, and the true nature of the mansion's terror had been unveiled.